What you do is you should become passionate about your gift. Quit tripping yourself out. You all have one. God gave all of you a gift at birth. When he created you, he put it inside of you. You don't got to go discover it nowhere. He already gave it to you. It's the thing you do the absolute best with the least amount of effort. That's your God-given gift. You just got to recognize what your gift is. That's all it is.
You messed up. Now what? What do you do now? Where do you go from here? Is there a tomorrow? Is there a tomorrow? Well, yes. So I'm gonna lay some things out for you. All right? If you've messed up, the very first step, the very first thing that you've got to do is you've got to stop. Whatever it is you did, don't do it no more.
Identify your God-given gift and go pursue that.
Then I'll tell you what changed my whole life when I finally discovered it's all risky. The minute you were born, it got risky. If you think trying is risky, wait till they hand you the bill for not trying. If you think investing is risky, wait till you get the tab for not investing. See, it's all risky. Getting married is risky. Having children is risky. Going into business is risky. Investing your money is risky. It's all risky. I'll tell you how risky life is. You're not going to get out alive.
People are telling you to set goals, and I get it. That's a great mindset to have. But I'm gonna tell you something, that's a dangerous mindset to have. Because a lot of us, we set our goals based upon our experiences, not off of our capabilities. And what I mean by that, a lot of times when we set goals, we limit ourselves. Goals are something that you reach. Let's be real. How many times have you reached a goal and then you got complacent? How many times have you reached a goal and then you fell off? Because you got comfortable, because in your mind says, I've arrived. And the truth is about life, the ones that really meet the greatest version of themselves, the ones that really live the greatest life, they never arrive. They understand life is not about arriving at a destination.
I found that nothing in life is worthwhile unless you take risks. Nothing. Nelson Mandela said, there is no passion to be found playing small and settling for a life that's less than the one you're capable of living.
Person who has purpose in their life. They have something to go for, some meaning. One writer described it, for some people it becomes a magnificent obsession. But it has to be something that does something to us, something that pulls us, especially into the future. You know, there are many influences on us. One is the influence of the past. Some people are always pulled back by the past. Some people are always pulled aside by the distractions. But here's what's powerful. If you have a list of high purpose in your life, it pulls you toward the future. And the more powerful the purpose is, the stronger it pulls.
See, we want to grow, but we want to stay liked by everybody. I was willing to be my own rescue at the risk of your approval. But most of us aren't like that. But we want to be liked. Well, I woke up and I like myself today, so your like is extra. My job is to like me first. I was willing to say every day, Lisa, you like you? Lisa, are you proud of you? Lisa, are you playing full out? Every day before I checked in with anybody else.
Everything that's happening to you is God is processing. Every difficult moment you're having, He's just processing it. Everything you're going through is preparing you for what you ask God for. And if you need to be tough when you get to where you're going, then He gonna toughen you. He gonna let you have some trials come your way that's gonna have to produce that in you.
a big difference between a hard worker and somebody that works hard. Right? Most cats are somebody that works hard. If the situation and the circumstance is what they want it to be, they're gonna come out and they're gonna act accordingly and they're gonna give you everything they got. But a hard worker, regardless of situation, regardless of circumstance, regardless of what happened, I'm gonna show up and I'm gonna give everything I got to it because I'm working for something that's totally different. Right? The question becomes this: can you be committed to the process of what you're doing without being emotionally attached to the results of what you're doing? In other words, if you don't get what you thought you was gonna get, will you still be the same individual?
It's not that life is better than you think. Life is as harsh as you think. It might even be worse, but you are way tougher than you think if you turn around and confront it.
Everybody's got a dream. Everybody's got a goal. What's the plan? And when you're trying to do something that you're truly passionate about, there is no plan B.
When it doesn't make sense, logical sense to go on, that's when you gotta use your emotion. That's when you gotta use that anger, that frustration, that fear to push yourself harder, to push yourself to say, I don't stop. You gotta override that emotion with the concrete logic and willpower. You fight the weak emotions with the power of logic, and you fight the weakness of logic with the power of emotions.
Life is suffering. This is true. And it's worse than that because it's suffering contaminated by malevolence. That's the baseline. But the optimistic part is that you are so damn tough you can actually not only deal with that, you can improve it.
Stop focusing on what they think. Don't worry about the opinions of others, because the opinions of those who stand in the stands pointing at those who are gladiators in the arena, they're fans.
If you're choosing pleasure over purpose, you are struggling in life, and you've always got to put purpose first. And you may not know what your purpose is. I can tell you this. I want to find my purpose, and I have to remind him that purpose is not something that is lost, and therefore you're not just going to find it. You have to develop your purpose, and the place you start is putting off pleasure and putting off desires and focusing on purpose and duty first. Ask yourself this. I go, if I had a gun to your head and I said, pick the one thing that you want to do in life that would just make you absolutely happy, would give you a sense of fulfillment and peace of mind, the thing that you would do if money was not an issue, what is it? And most people can quickly come up with an idea, or at least a place to start. There is where you start developing your purpose.
The enthusiasm and joy that people associate with happiness manifests itself when you're moving towards a valued goal. So if you don't prioritize your goals because you don't exist within a structure of value, then you have no positive emotion. The embodied manifestation of positive emotion is the movement towards a valued goal. That's what it is. That's why you have the positive emotion. Because you are a creature that can move towards goals. And the emotional signaling of that is positive emotion. No goal, no positive emotion.
See, a lot of people have an idea or a dream and they give up on it. No, don't do that. Work your dream until it gets hot. See, most things don't happen as soon as we think they should happen. The messenger of misery might drop in on you and say hello. Murphy's Law might come by and thump you on the head. Any number of things can happen to interrupt your flow. It's okay. Don't take it personal. Just acknowledge what's going on. It's called life. And keep on working on your dream. Continue to keep on knocking, because this is your life. This is what you love. This is your passion.
Yes, I've made mistakes, but look at me now. Yes, I messed up, but look at me now. I will not walk around with the rest of my life feeling like I've messed up so bad that I'm unlovable. No, in fact, I am lovable because I have rebounded from everything that should have wiped me out. I have rebounded from everything that tried to take out my life. I have rebounded and I've redefined myself, and I will not settle. Character is more than just talk. Character is the makeup of who you really are. Character is not a term for an actor in a movie, nor is it a personality. Character is the core of what you are when no one's watching. Character is the honesty and the integrity that is ingrained in you. Character is the thing that would make you wake up in the middle of the night and write down this thought, this dream, this vision that God gave you. Character is the willingness to stay faithful and accountable when all else fails. Character is the thing that will keep you honest when it's easier to tell a lie. Character is the reason why you will keep going when others quit.
What you most want to be found will be found where you least want to look, essentially. And it's so interesting because it means that if you're willing to turn around and to stand up straight and face the darkness like fully, what you discover at the darkest part is the brightest light. And then that's something that's so much worth discovering, because there's going to be terrible darkness in your life, and it's going to make you cynical and bitter, and it could easily be that you're just not looking at it enough, because if you looked at it enough and you didn't shy away and brought everything you had to bear on it, you'd find that there was more to you than there was to the horror.
Success goes to those who refuse to quit. Success is a game of attrition. It's hard. You're going to fail. You're going to embarrass yourself. You're going to do dumb things. And when that happens, most people just stop.
I want to tell you right now, man, when you're put together by God, like, there's no way you can ever be broken. As long as you have a heartbeat in your heart, there's no way you can ever be broken. As long as you got life, there's no way that you can ever be broken. I want you to understand that. Like, what God has put together, God has perfectly stitched you together. There's nothing that can make you broken, right? You might go through breakups. Maybe it's a relationship. Maybe it's with a job. Maybe it's with a dream. Maybe it's with your past, right? You're going to go through those seasons of breakups. You're gonna go through your seasons of breakdowns. Let's be real. None of us are exempt from breaking down. We are gonna go through our life trials that break us down. But understand, just because you're broken down doesn't mean that you're truly broken.
And I'm saying to you, if you've had life snatched the rug out from under you, you've lost your job, your business, your relationship, it's not over until you win. My prayer is, Lord, give me this if it's for my highest good. If not, give me its equivalent or something better. Did you hear what I just said? Lord, give this to me when I'm going through a situation where I've had a major setback, when my life has been interrupted. I said, Lord, give this to me if it's for my highest good. If not, give me its equivalent.
I'm fighting. I'm always fighting. I'm struggling and I'm scrapping and I'm kicking and clawing at those weaknesses to change them, to stop them. Some days I win. Some days I don't. But each and every day I get back up and I move forward with my fists clenched toward the battle, toward the struggle. And I fight with everything I've got to overcome those weaknesses and those shortfalls and those flaws. As I strive to be just a little bit better today than I was yesterday.
You see, talent is a gift, but character is a choice. Talent you can have, and it can fail you, but character will not. It's a choice. Honesty is a choice. Integrity is a choice. Devotion is a choice. But character will keep you there long after the talent fails. Because if you rely solely on your talents, what happens when you face someone who has a will that will match yours? You get knocked down, will you get up? See, that's a choice.
When something happens to us, rather than surrender, rather than give in to the naysayers, rather than say, I can't do it, what if all of us decided, keep moving, keep moving. See, nothing works unless you work.
And life is the same. The enemy is not always clear in life. It can be hard to tell who's going to try and bring you down, or what is going to bring you down. There's distractions. There are things out there that will do you harm that are so camouflaged you can't see them at all. There are deceitful people. There are accidents, bad luck, and there's Murphy's Law, and there's times when it seems that the whole world is against you. The whole world is the enemy, and the same rules apply. Control what you can't control. You train hard, learn, maintain the unmitigated daily discipline in all things.
No matter what comes against me, I'm gonna keep going. No matter what tries to stop me, I'm gonna keep being unstoppable. You have to make that decision and stay dedicated to that. Because when you have that, when you made up your mind that says, all right, coach, you don't have to play me. I'm still going hard. I'm gonna still control what I can control. All right, boss, you ain't gotta promote me. I'm still gonna go hard. All right, teacher, you can treat me this way. I'm still showing up. Okay, friend and ex, you can talk about me all you want. I'm still gonna do what I do. When you got that mindset and your mind is made, can't nothing stop you. Nothing. What have you been given permission to?
Ye shall know the truth shall set you free. What is that truth? We must know that you're greater than anything that life throws at you.
The absence of purpose, we will start digging holes in our life. Any vice will lead to self-destruction, holes in your life. And so people who think like, no, I'm a human being. I'm like, no, bro, you're a human animal. You're a human animal until you get to a point of self-awareness and consciousness where literally these eyes, which is just a window that you're experiencing life through, and you can respond and not react.
The majority says if you go through heartbreak, if you're on your knees because your life is falling apart, rush out as quickly as possible. What I've discovered is stay in as long as possible. Because difficulty is growth in wolf's clothing. The greatest people on the planet have suffered the most. Suffering is not bad. I'm suggesting suffering is awesome. The ego runs from suffering because it's the death of the ego. But I believe pain, difficult times, failure, loss is purification and preparation for personal heroism.
We're trying so hard in our lives to fit in, yet the people we idolize most are the ones that stand out.
How do you stop making excuses? You have to accept that all your excuses are lies. They are lies, all of them. Think about the things that you tell yourself, the lies you use to rationalize taking the easy road, leaving discipline behind. You don't have time. That's a lie. You're too busy. Sure you are. That's a lot. But the truth is, you have time. You have the skill, you have the knowledge and the support and the willpower and the discipline to get it done. Cast out the lies, burn them down, and listen to the truth. Then live the truth and go out and get it done.
You gotta get real doggish. You gotta get downright funky if you wanna make it. Now, like I was telling you before, if you want to be ordinary, you ain't even got to listen to me. Just go on about your business.